Hello, I am Mary Magdalene, and today I want to talk about the Filioque Cause. Probably not pronouncing it correctly, but there you go. It's spelled something like F-I-L-I-Q-U-E. I'm sure you can Google it and learn to pronounce it. It has a lot to do with why what was once a universal church split between Roman Catholic and Eastern Orthodox. Putting the best face on it, it's because they truly disagreed with a definition of Holy Spirit. Putting not such a good face on it had to do with competition, primacy, wanting to be the biggest guy in the room kind of deal, which we humans are all vulnerable to, something we must guard against. So you may know that the first council to talk about what was believed, what was true, was actually held in Constantinople in 381. And I've read about the Nicene Council that was 425, I think, 435. And a lot of people believe that everything was settled then, but it wasn't. And in fact, getting things settled took a long time, a lot of arguing. People got excommunicated. Different people had strong beliefs one way or another around many things, certainly around who is Jesus, whether he was human or divine or a hybrid or a hologram, and who is spirit. What was the triad, the Trinity? And there were arguments about this. There was blood over this. And that's really going to be my main point here. But first, the split happened between so that it became Roman Catholic and Eastern Orthodox in 1054 of the Common Era. And the Filioque Clause essentially puts the Spirit, the Holy Spirit, as subordinate, almost, being issued from not just God, but Jesus. And really puts God and Jesus as the same being, where the Eastern Orthodox did not accept that. And there's some churches that teach the Trinity as three things in one, and others as more separate. And, you know, it's the baby in the bathwater getting thrown out. That we are human, and it is beyond our comprehension. And it is not our job to define God and spirit, divine, human. In the very beginning of the Holy Writings, we're told that God is beyond our comprehension. We've chosen to put genders on God. We've chosen to make images that make him more like us. And see, I'm even doing it in order to describe. I should maybe say them. I don't like saying it. All I know is what matters is the teachings. What matters is that we do as we were instructed. because it's not about punishment. It's about the joy. It is about when we do that, when we finally follow the teachings of loving God and loving each other, we will be in a permanent state of joy. That is the nirvana. That is heaven. That is heaven come to earth. And the rest of it, those are the things that we can stumble on and get into arguments over. There's so many things that we can argue about that essentially are meaningless. And the fact that the creed that most churches have don't even include Jesus' life and teachings, it goes right from Jesus' birth to Jesus being put to death, is a prime example of what I'm talking about. It's not up to us to decide. It's not up to us to know. Stop that. Live as Jesus lived. He was here and showed us, taught us the way to live by the way he lived. With truth, with honesty, with courage, with peace, with love, with integrity, with standing for the oppressed, not with a gun in his hand, but love in his heart, taking care of them, taking care of each other, and told us, do these things, do them in his name, in God's name, in Spirit's name. And that is following the way, as he called his interpretation of Torah. Love God, love each other.